I've not needed any more therapy of any kind to treat my depression other than the Buteyko Method. I had suffered from a whole bouquet of symptoms. I was particularly suffering from fibromyalgia. As a child, I suffered terribly from muscular pain. And in fact, I forgot that for some time in adulthood. It was only when I started to really cleanse that I recalled just how long my muscle pain went back. I had muscle pain, tightness in the muscles, inflammation, soreness, stiffness. Although I had quite good range of movement, which was very perplexing. I had terrible stiffness, fatigue, horrendous fatigue, uncontrollable fatigue, desire to sleep, absolute hysteria if I thought I couldn't get 8 hours sleep, waking up all the time, not feeling any better really than when I'd gone to bed. At the time of starting the workshop, I was most concerned that I couldn't use a computer keyboard due to muscle problems, whether it was repetitive strain injury or fibromyalgia or a combination, didn't really matter. I couldn't use my hands, either hand, without a lot of pain. So that was what I was really concerned about when I started Buteyko. I had the range of fibromyalgia symptoms with the light sensitivity, the sound sensitivity, skin sensitivity, atmosphere, people, voices, just everything set my nervous system screaming. And eventually I can have a fire engine or an ambulance suddenly start up its siren beside me in the street, and I'm not bothered, and I just can't believe it. So that kind of things improved a lot. I had raynauds. I was so cold. I was wearing a hat and gloves indoors in the winter. My mood, well, it didn't even cross my mind that a breathing method, and of course I didn't realize it was a lot more than a breathing method, that depression was the most easily treated thing just about of my symptoms. I had 3 breakdowns, for the want of a better expression, in adult life. As a child, I'd been very sort of melancholic, and I just was struck. I couldn't believe it. I saw my psychotherapist in the month I was doing my first workshop, and that was the last of it. I've not needed any more therapy of any kind to treat my depression other than the Buteyko Method. One very weird thing, which I wouldn't have expected the method to help, was my toes were all turning in like bunions. And my toes have straightened. And, to actually see something physically move direction in one's body was extraordinary, because I'd been told that all this would just get worse. There was nothing to be done, and I could have an operation later for hammer toe, and that would cut the tendons and you just have floppy toes. That hammer toe has gone. Dried skin has almost completely gone. I had high cholesterol. The method treats that. What else? The quality of sleep has improved. That's really extraordinary. Having gone from being hysterical if I didn't have 8 hours sleep and actually preferring to be in bed 10 or 12 hours a day, which is just not practical, I can now work, sleep anytime, day or night. 10 minutes of breathing practice is enough to restore me. 20 minutes will compensate for a couple of hours sleep. Just been wonderful for improving one's experience of sleep and changing one's mentality and attitude towards sleep. Eating only as much as I really need, and not just because it's lunchtime. I can go without food. So the energy drops I used to get were ghastly. Sugar drop, all just so inconvenient and impractical. Having to stuff something into one's face every couple of hours thinking this is going to make you feel better, only to discover that energy doesn't come from the food as such, and that rest and recuperation doesn't really come from sleep either.